Hi, this is Jonathan and Jennifer with Epic Board Sports in Cocoa Beach. Thank you for clicking on our video. We thought it would be a really good idea to highlight some of the information out there about SUP foiling. It's one of the more exciting things to happen in SUP recently. We just got back from a dealer meeting and had the opportunity to try it. So we thought we would make a short video to show you guys how the lineup is shaping up for 2017. First of all, the boards that are in front of us are 2016 boards, but they're the sizes and shapes that are going to be offered with the Tuttle Box in the 2017 line specific for SUP foiling. This is an 8.2 Y point, and there's a 7.4 Hypernut. Both of those boards are going to be available manufactured from Starboard, complete with a Tuttle Box that would go about here, which is where the SUP foil would go. They're also planning on a race model, so 3 board models in addition to 2 different sizes of foil. The 2 different sizes of foil are going to be a 20 and a 24.5 inch mast, and the overall size of the foil is also a little bit bigger in the race model than the surf model.
So how do we do it, and how do we do it safely? That's what we're going to talk about real quick. The safety aspect, I would say there's 3 pieces of gear. You may want to consider using a helmet, a leash, and an impact vest, just in case that foil comes at you. The other thing about safety would be to make sure you're clear of other swimmers or paddlers or surfers. So you don't want to let that foil get out and hurt yourself or somebody else.
An important part to consider is where you plan on trying SUP foiling and how you see yourself using it. You'll need to be able to paddle whatever board you choose to either purchase or retrofit fast enough to get it on the foil. At first glance, it appears that that speed would need to be around 4 to 6 miles an hour. One of the more difficult aspects of SUP foiling was trying to figure out the trim of the board. As mentioned, your foot placement is pretty set. However, the trim on the foil and on the board, as the board kind of rises and comes up and down out of the water, is what makes it unstable and wonky. The longer board, that leverage is greater, so it was harder to control a longer board. However, I think water starting would be easier because the board is going to plane faster.
And yes, you can get the foil and the Tuttle Box separately, but then you're retrofitting a board that you have which may or may not be strong enough from a construction standpoint to take the load of the foil, and also may or may not end up with you putting the foil in the proper place in the board.
Alright, so if you want to get into hydrofoiling, few little tips. Super simple. Calm your head, calm yourself, be loose in your hips. Don't ever try and correct yourself. You want to be very subtle with every movement. Okay, it's really important to line up directly on the center of the board. So to be having your feet directly along the center of the board. 1 foot over the black pad, directly over the foil, and the other foot nice and wide out in front to have good weight distribution from north to south or front to back, okay? Minimizing any movements from left to right, east to west, and really only controlling the board with your back to front movements. Anytime you feel like the board is starting to get out of control, you bring your weight to your front knee and the board touches down back to the water, leveling out, okay? That's the secret, keeping the board level, keeping your center of gravity directly over the foil, and slowly transitioning your weight forward and back until you get that perfect balance point. So 2 things, perfect timing and positioning, okay? Play with it, stay calm, remember to breathe, have fun with it. All right.